Gonna take a minute. Get everybody ready. Guess what day it is? Super Bowl Sunday, baby. Sorry, y'all. I gotta change this title real quick. Seahawks, Patriots. All right. All right. I started off a little late. I apologize for that. But I'm here. Make sure everybody can hear the ball. How the game looking so far? Seahawks. Seahawks had the ball twice. First series, field goal. Oh, Sam. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's see where we at. Seattle punt. Hey, man. Both teams get paid. Both teams deserve to be there. Um, I'm interested to see what score y'all think it's going to be. And if you in the comments can predict the score correctly, you will get a free Draco Clothing Ferrari collection shirt. You have to post the final score before halftime. But if you do, and you predict the final score correctly, I got a Draco Clothing t-shirt for you. I don't know, man. To be honest, I seen this game being extremely one-sided. I'm biased. Obviously, I know how well the NFC West plays football. New England. Okay, there we go. That's the kick chat. I had to adjust the lighting because unfortunately it needed to be adjusted. I don't know, man. Does this feel like a Super Bowl? You know, usually it's fan bases who are the Patriots have a very passionate fan base. It's just we don't see Seattle's fan base much, especially on the East Coast. I'm in the South. We don't really see Seattle's fan base much. Is it a lot of fanfare? I don't know. Super Bowl's normally the time where a lot of the casuals come out. Are the casuals out tonight? Are the bars popping? What is it looking like tonight in the city where you in? Does it feel like a Super Bowl? Are the chicken wings sold out? Was the liquor store, did it have a line around the corner today? If it didn't, the Rams should have been in. And I guarantee it would have. No, I ain't going to do that. The two teams that are in this game deserve to be in this game. Now, watching the game last night as a North Carolina Tar Heel, I feel obligated to say this. Drake Maye is in our hearts as a Carolina Tar Heel. Not the football program, but the basketball program. His brother, big bro, Luke Maye, won us a national championship. I like seeing little bro successful. I just don't think it's going to happen today. And I don't like seeing him on the Patriots. Okay. Anyway. Oh, he just dropped. Oh. Was that the Diggs? No, that was the Booty. The boy with the name Booty. That's a French Booty. But I tell you what, he stood confident in that pocket, and Seattle doesn't give you a whole lot of time, bro. They don't. They rush the passer better than a lot of majority of NFL teams. And he discards the coverages very well. So he found a hole in his own. That delayed handoff didn't get nowhere. Who's that? Travion Henderson? Talks all American. They talk big talk. I'm telling you. Ernest Jones, DeMarcus Leonard Williams, these dudes talk that talk. They do. Drake Maye's a second-year quarterback. Anyway, 2nd and 14. Drake Maye's in shotgun, passes it out to the running back, and he gets leveled. And look at him. Bro, Job, they talk. And it seems like those Patriot players on offense are more mild-mannered, which is cool, for the AFC. But when you playing against them NFC teams and them is dogs over there, bro, you're gonna have to walk them dogs back. You're gonna have to walk them dogs back. 3rd and 15. They got their ears pinned back. What does this 3rd and 15 look like? They brought the pressure and they got to him. Witherspoon. See, that's the thing, bro. Seattle talks the talk, bro. They'll get in your head. They will get in your head. Hey, God, Mom. They will get in your head. Are you able to be cerebral enough to not let that get to you as a second-year quarterback? Matthew Stafford played him 3 times. Ate him up every time. There was issues as a team to when it fell apart. Drake Maye is an MVP candidate. The runner-up to the MVP. Matthew Stafford never had less than 300 yards against them. And I hate to compare the two, but we've been comparing them all year. And Stafford played him 3 times. So now we have a mutual opponent. Drake Maye, back to being a Carolina Tar Heel. As a Carolina Tar Heel basketball fan, I love the Maye family. And I will always love the Maye family. That national championship that Luke Maye won us will forever live in lore. That's why we love little bro. He just ended up being on a team or support. But at the end of the day, today, Ram fans are watching Maye. Because our guy played him 3 times. He played him 3 times. Let's see what some of them stats look like. Just because we got time today, cuz. We got time today, cuz. Let's go to Stat Muse. 2025. Matthew Stafford played against Seattle 3 times. No, okay, so we have 2 in the season. They don't have the playoff. But in November, he had 89% passer rating, 2 touchdowns. Not great. 400 passing yards, 457 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. And in the playoffs, 300 passing yards. 300, 400, 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. Is it safe to say or expect from Drake Maye, if you are the runner up in the MVP race and the guy that beats you, and people are saying it's a controversial win, if you have a common opponent, is it fair to say you should at least do 75 to 80% production of what that gentleman did? If you really feel like you should have been the MVP, right? So where does that put us? At least 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3. Oh, listen, they don't have Zach Charbonnet. You're going to get a dose of Kenneth Walker, bro. And Kenneth Walker probably is, but there's nothing else after this. There's nothing else running. You know what I mean? Running. I don't want to see either of these teams win. To be completely honest, I hate both of them. But Seattle's obviously the better team. Kenneth Walker again on the left side finds not much room. Um, I can say New England does have a very good pass rush. They do. Um, will that show itself tonight? Being that Sam Darnold and that Seattle Seahawks offensive line played against probably equal, if not better, pass rushes. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if their strength is equal to the strengths that they've seen throughout the year. Anyway, shotgun, running back to the left hand side, Cooper Cup at the top of the formation. Sam Darnold drops back, passes it to the tight end, gives him a move, spin move, gets up past midfield, and then makes the "you too little" emote or Selly. Barner's, he's one of those swaggy people. Listen, man, it's a lot of nerves. It's the Super Bowl. Both teams. You know what I mean? Mike McDonald's a new coach. Mike Vrabel got fired not too long ago. He don't want to lose this opportunity either. 1st and 10, minute and 27 seconds left. Freaky formation to get the ball to Rashid Heat, and he's dropped 3 yards into the backfield. Now I know the Super Bowl is the last game of the season. You pull out all stops. Do you think it's what? Do you think it's that you pull out some sort of double reverse to Rashid Shaheed against a very disciplined defense ran by Mike Vrabel? But it's 2nd and 15 now. Get that play off 5, 4, 43 seconds left. 3 seconds on this. He got it off. Got it up. Nothing there. I'm interested to see does JSN have a catch yet? The offensive player of the year that's supposed to be Niggable. Nijigbo. Niggable. They hated Drewski for calling him Niggable. Well, Mr. Niggable, it's only the first quarter though. But let me see what these stats look like. Does he have a catch yet? No. Cooper Cup does. One catch for 23 yards. Okay. 3rd and 15. He drops back. Long out route. Still trying to go to Njigba. He got one catch for 4 yards. To be honest, I really want to see how many times did they try to go to him? How many targets does he have? I don't know. Maybe the scheme is make anybody else but JSN beat you. And then when you're not used to seeing a team versus when you know a team's tendencies and you play them 3 times in a year, it looks different. Right now they're still testing each other's punches out. Special teams play got nowhere. All right. Bon Jovi. Hove. Allow me to, yeah. Justin Bieber, his bitch. Adam Sandler, he's a Patriot. Adam Sandler's a Patriot fan. No? Who you like? The Jets? Oh yeah, he ain't got that much. He's never gonna fucking. All right, Drake May back at the helm. He got 19 seconds left. To be honest with you, I would run the football, and that's what they do. That was a decent run up the right hand side, in between the tackles. JSN looks perplexed. He said, "What are they doing? Is this some kind of zone boxing one? Man, I don't know. He don't know what they're doing to him. I don't know. But today is the Super Bowl, and we got a commercial break for you from Draco Clothing. Let's get it. Into it, Draco Clothing is dropping their Ferrari collection this Super Bowl Sunday. We're talking high energy premium streetwear inspired by speed, performance, and that classic Ferrari red vibe. This is a limited drop, so when it's gone, it's gone. Set your alarms. DracoShop.com, Super Bowl Sunday. More than clothing, it's a lifestyle. We cultivate the culture, baby. This is art. Let's go. All right, well, in that ad, Draco Clothing Ferrari collection, it was a black Ferrari shirt. I got on a red one. Ferrari red, tight, you know what I mean? And it's also a white. So it's looking good. Um, hey man, it's a lot of different flavors. The white one, the red one, the black one. They're going crazy right now. They're very limited. So I will get yours before they're gone. Um, but yeah, man, this Super Bowl is starting to feel like an actual Super Bowl game. Counter punches are being thrown. I do expect and anticipate at some point uh, for Seattle's pass game to get a little bit more fluent. Cooper Cup is used to these moments. And the fact that, you know, a year after basically being thrown away by the LA Rams, he gets back to the Super Bowl. So to be honest, I wish Cooper Cup the best, man. I hope he has a great game. I do. He's a class act. He's a culture changer. He does things by the book. He does things the right way. And I think he plays a part in what JSN is transitioned to this year. So to go from playing with DK Metcalf, who hops in the crowd and punches fans, to playing with Cooper Kupp, and you wonder why the production looks so much better this year, is because there's a culture shift. It really is. Somebody on kick. Hey, what's good? What up? What up? It's hard for me to respond. What is that? Kenlacky? I'm not good at pronouncing everybody's name. Score. It's 3-0. Seattle. It's 3-0. They just started the second quarter. Started. To be honest, if you took before the game, whatever the final score was, the under, you might be in good shape. Because this just feels like two people who are scared to punch on each other right now. So Drake May in the shotgun, running back to the left hand side. He fakes the handoff, throws a slant, drops it. And that play right there, because Kobe Bryant could have caught that as an interception instead of going for the hit. But instead, he just assumed that the tight end would catch it without actually looking at the play. Look at it again. He assumed he caught it instead of actually watching and preparing for the interception. That was nerves. He's better than that. Drake May in the shotgun, 3rd and 5. Receiver Stephon Diggs crosses the formation to the bottom of the screen. Running back to the left-hand side, hands the ball off to the left-hand side, and there's no room. There's no room. They got a big defensive front, and they're aggressive. That handoff was too telegraphed. It was. That might work in the AFC, but not in the NFC, baby. There's big dogs over there. So, yeah, I don't know. Right now, I feel like if Seattle shakes these nerves off in this next drive, they're going to start to pull away. Because just looking at the game without looking at the score, it looks like Seattle's the more confident team. But we all know that don't matter. You can be the more confident team. You make a mistake and the other team take the ball and go down the field, score it. And because you never took advantage of the opportunity that you had when you were up, well, when you were the more confident team, you can give all your momentum away. Sam Darnold in shotgun, running back behind him. Fake the handoff. He loads up. Down to Rashid Shaheed, and he's double covered. Rashid Shaheed wearing 22 as a receiver is so wild, man. He looks like you're just bringing your running back on and sending him on fly routes, but he's actually a receiver. Look at that, double covered. That didn't work. Gonzalez he's a tall corner. Yeah, man, he made that play. That was a good play by Zero. Bunch formation to the top of the screen. Oh, he handed it off in the corner. Kenneth Walker's still up. Hey, man. That's a tough. Seattle runs the ball more than they pass it. A lot of times when you see these teams with these receivers with these big numbers, you think, oh, they just airing it out. No, Seattle is a 70-30 run pass team. It's just when they pass, that's where they're going. Ball tipped at the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10. Look at that. Bring them back. Let me make sure YouTube. They're gonna show Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet, whenever he put his helmet on, he'll be looking cross-eyed. He got a lazy eye. Handoff. Walker, hit that hole. Cut it up the right-hand side. Back to Gonzalez, number 0. He says, I can go, but I'm not tackling Kenneth Walker in the open field like that. Man. Like I said, Seattle's gonna start getting their bearings underneath them this drive. And that's what it's looking like. New England better be careful because they start building confidence on this drive. It's not going to look good. Up. Kenneth Walker jumped and tried to, he got it. I think this is the time for a play action. If this is me. You got to find a way to get the ball in JSN's hands. You do. You have to find any kind of way. When it gets to this point and Puka needs the ball, they'll do an end around. You'll run like a hitch, a slant. Get the ball in JSN's hands right now. 2nd and 12. Darnold hit. Oh, my goodness. No, that was an incompletion. That was an incomplete pass. But you know what? You're supposed to jump on it and make it look like it's more than what it is. This is entertainment. He got in there, though. They both came down and they blitzed that edge. And they got to Sam Darnold. That's how you got to stop Seattle, bro. You have to get Sam Darnold off his spots. Because if you sit back there and let him pick you apart, he will. I said on that play, they had to get the ball in JSN's hands. They knew it. Now they went back to Kenneth Walker, and there's no space. There's no space. I don't know, man. I just don't want to see a bunch of those games where it's a bunch of field goals. We don't want to see a 12-9 game or 15-9 game. But at the same time, you get down to this red zone and you're kicking field goals. Hey, man, you can have the momentum. You can be the better team. But whoever converts in that red zone, even if it's for a drive or two, could be the difference in the game. I don't know. We're going to go with the second commercial. With the second commercial break. Back into it. Draco Clothing is dropping their Ferrari collection this Super Bowl Sunday. We're talking high energy premium streetwear inspired by speed, performance, and that classic Ferrari red vibe. This is a limited drop, so when it's gone, it's gone. Set your alarms. DracoShop.com, Super Bowl Sunday. More than clothing, it's a lifestyle. We cultivate the culture, baby. This is art. Let's go. Before we get back into it, Draco Clothing is a quick plug. Draco Clothing's Ferrari collection drops Super Bowl Sunday. Limited pieces, high energy Ferrari vibes. Hit DracoShop.com before it sells out. More than clothing, it's a lifestyle. We cultivate the culture.
Run to the checker flag, ready.
All right, so 6-0. I hope it's not one of those Super Bowls. I didn't anticipate this. And the reason why, okay. So if I had to pick certain factors that would lead me to believe that this could possibly have fireworks, right? On one side of the field, offensive player of the year, right? On the second side, somebody who said they should have won MVP. I hate to keep saying this, but if you put Puka Nakua, who, hey man, Matthew Stafford and Puka complete plays. It's not 6-0, but they won. They deserve to be in this game. Now America got to watch a 6-0 game into the quarter and then watch Bad Bunny and don't know what he's saying. This is the Super Bowl that y'all wanted, America. This is what you get. Congratulations. Dry. It was good, though. I really like it. But fireworks. And you get a dry piece of bread with adobo on it. It's a bit different. So we'll see. What's Bad Bunny's real name? Benito? You don't know? That's Benito. We might as well talk about something else, but you know what? It would be entertaining if New England goes out there and puts up a donut. If I would take that. I don't care if Seattle kicks off field goals. But if New England goes up there and puts up a donut for the New England Patriot brand and Drake May, I would enjoy that. Look at that. Look at he just yo. Yo. Yo, he's getting blocked by the tackle or the guard, and he literally muscles himself through the guard to grab Drake May and slam both of them. This play puts the guard back into his lap. Hey, man. Number 58, the guard, his mom watching, his family's watching, his girl's watching. He can't go home after that. They got Super Bowl outfits on and he got muscle. Stephon Diggs is the last person that deserves to play in this game. I can name 30 receivers who should be playing in this game and deserve to be playing in this game. Stephon Diggs is the last one. The way he cried himself out of Buffalo after playing with such a great quarterback like Josh Allen to then go to this place, go to that place, and end up being in the last spot that would give you any kind of money to then fumble your way into the Super Bowl. Yeah, he's the last person that deserves it. And then have Cardi B jumping up and down, running around. We going to the Super Bowl. Shut up. That's where the casual aspect to the Super Bowl becomes very annoying. It's some people like Dallas Cowboy fans who've been alive for so long and will never see a Super Bowl in their lifetime. Let's just be 100. They're gonna live and die, not see their team playing a Super Bowl. They won't. And you Cardi B with her new veneers, with her teeth out, with her talking about we going to the Super Bowl. Bro, that's fucked up. That's fucked up for Cowboy fans, for Steeler fans, for Falcon fans. Stephon Diggs fumbled his way into a Super Bowl and took Cardi B with him, and y'all ain't ever gonna see one. And she running around not even really understanding how much it takes to get to that moment as a fan, as a supporter, and just disrespecting y'all, bro. I'm a Rams fan. We gonna get back. Matthew Stafford's coming back, by the way. By the way, Stafford's coming back. We gonna be good. Anyway, I saw this video. It was the Pro Bowl, and it was Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, and Dak Prescott. Out of those three quarterbacks, who would you want to run your franchise? Who's the best out of those three? I can give you my opinion. Does it sound biased? Possibly. What is Jared Goff? It's Jared Goff. It's seasons where Jalen Hurts, he'll pass the ball like 10 times a game. The team is set up for success. He's just set up to not fumble the success away. Dak Prescott does not play winning football. He doesn't. He will never play in a Super Bowl. Shit, unless he outplay everybody and he's like 46 or 43. Even then, Dak Prescott will never play in a Super Bowl. Because the question was, I watched the Pro Bowl game, the Pro Bowl, it was like presser or something, or practice or something. And it was Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, and Jared Goff. Who's the best quarterback? And who would you pick if you had to of those three to run your franchise? And of course, I picked Jared Goff. If you put Jared Goff in the right system, especially when he was under Ben Johnson, it was times where he had more touchdowns than incompletions. That will never be said about Jalen Hurts. I don't give a fuck how many games he. Okay, I can't see. There you go. I said Jared Goff as well. It's Goff. But you know how many Eagle fans and Cowboy fans would be so mad to hear that. And they wouldn't believe it. But in all actuality, it's the truth. I mean, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? As much as they want to pipe up Dak Prescott's numbers, that doesn't result in wins. Jared Goff played in the Super Bowl. Okay, I'm sorry. Sam Darnold drops back. Oh my God, he just escaped that sack, got it off to Kenneth Walker. Just eluding that pressure alone was impressive from Sam Darnold. That man had two hands wrapped around the ball. So to get out of that was very impressive. Hurts just ain't ready for the pressure. Oh, no, he's not. And I mean, he did win a Super Bowl MVP, and I'm glad I just said that. Super Bowl MVP does not ring the same bells and does not sound, it just does not have the same cachet as a regular season MVP. It doesn't. Cooper Kupp, who just caught a pass in this game, are they saying Super Bowl MVP Cooper Kupp? They're not. That's a Super Bowl MVP signed jersey. They don't really. That's one of those things that it's like, I mean, you did it. So when they say Jalen Hurts won an MVP, no, he won full MVP. That's one game. He did good in that one game. Regular season MVP is keeping Lamar's name where it needs to be. It's keeping Josh Allen's name super clean. Matthew Stafford just won one. plus a Super Bowl ring. Put some respect on it. Anyway, Sam Darnold escapes pressure again. Drops that joint to Kenneth Walker. You really got to tackle Kenneth Walker, bro. He's like Puka. You're going to have to fight him to bring him down. Boy, I respect that. But I do want to see Seattle get into the end zone at least before halftime. I do. 6 for 16 for 68 yards. That's trash. Cooper Kupp in motion to the top of the screen. Kenneth Walker single back, standing there like Jason or Freddie or somebody in the backfield. When did running backs just start standing straight up? When did they start doing that? They just stand straight up. Hey, man, but if you got to get off like that, I can't even trip. I ain't even going to, man. You got me. Still 6-0. 55 seconds left. 10 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 6. Runs the ball with the third running back. I don't even know Buddy's name. Third running back on the depth chart. If you tackle the third running back on the depth chart, I don't think you should sell it. You should just go back to the huddle. Just go back to the huddle, bro. 6-0 is not a comfortable margin. Even though if you actually watch the game, Seattle has been the most dominant team. But it could all change in one play when it's a small margin like that. But anyway, 3rd and 5. Swing route. Kenneth Walker dropped it. Now they want to drop passes. Seattle. Oh, they waited to the Super Bowl to start dropping swing passes. All right. That's messy. Punt, special teams. This game has shades of when the Rams played the Patriots in Atlanta. And it was the Super Bowl everybody hated. It was the Super Bowl everybody hated. But I'm at the runner-up MVP. Shouldn't he be out there making plays? Right? You got the offensive player of the year. Shouldn't he be out there making plays? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I tell you what, I don't know when they start putting out the viewership and what that looks like as far as the Super Bowl goes. Because when did they find out Kendrick wasn't that like the most watched halftime Super Bowl or something like that? But that game was a blowout. So I don't know the correlation between scoring a lot of points and then people watching the halftime and then turning it off in the second half because they knew Kendrick was going to say Drake was a pedophile or whatever, PDF in the, that was like a whole thing. But this is also a whole thing with Bad Bunny. I'm not going to lie. People want to buck the system. All this news about ICE and arresting people unjustly and Jay-Z's a businessman. People don't think about that part, bro. Jay-Z is a businessman. I mean, we all know that. They were like, well, like Jay-Z, but he's a businessman. Okay, he's a businessman, bro. He picked a very, how can I put this? I mean, it's controversial, but it's really not because Bad Bunny's tour is probably like the most successful tour out of everybody in music in general. Uh, although if you read between those lines, that's the most countries out of the world that are Spanish speaking. So I would imagine, you know. But I just think at this time in America, because of how ignorant Americans are, bringing in Bad Bunny was kind of like when you put a headline out and then you're clicking on it to see what it's kind of clickbaity. It's a clickbaity halftime show. They said they're gonna have ice people outside, and that's like, come on, bro. If you'd have did it last year, I don't even think it would be as much as what it is right now, or next year. It's just was the current climate of America right now, which is sad, but hopefully it does well and is more entertaining than this game has been. Because I'm all for a defensive game, but okay, for some reason Seattle has a 3-man front, so they're not going to bring any pressure. Drake May, you're going to have time. They called a timeout. You know what would be poetic justice if Drake May cannot lead his team to any points in this game. None. Even if it's a low scoring game, if Drake May cannot lead his team versus Seattle Seahawks defense and score at all, it's poetic justice. And they'll just give excuses. Stafford got Devontae Adams. Stafford got Puka. Got Kyron. I mean, Hunter Henry ain't no hoe. Stephon Diggs, you know what I mean? You got people. Across the middle, nothing there. Nothing there. 4 minutes left. 3rd and 7. Back into your own. I didn't look at it, but I don't even think they're at the 30-yard line. And if you just look inside Drake May's helmet, he does not look confident right now. He doesn't. Total offense, 9 passing yards, 31 rushing yards, 40 total yards. That better been in the quarter and not the half. Cause man, now for some reason they're at the right hash with a Drake May drops back. Oh no. Not the little celebration, and they just showed how many yards y'all got as a team total. Come on, man. Read the room. They boxing y'all head in. But you gotta celebrate what you can. Small victories, right? All right. Drake May dropped. Okay. Runs the ball. Oh, he cut outside on him. Stiff. If the Patriots don't get any points out of this drive, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I did, Who they used to play for the Falcons and Titans? What was his name? The tight end? It was Hooper. They got 2 good tight ends. Oh no, you out there on the island by yourself, boy. What they said about Drake May was how accurate he was as a passer, and his completion percentage was so high. Okay. So you have a high completion percentage. Let's look at what this game looks like. 60%. 10 attempts, 6 completions. 60% in the Super Bowl. I don't know, man. I don't know if this is the Super Bowl America really wanted. They got it. These two fan bases, they felt like they deserved to be there. And as fair competition goes, somewhat fair, allegedly. Because I swear, once Puka said the referees be wanting that camera time, that's why they be calling certain plays that ain't really supposed to be called. Things started to tilt away from the Rams' favor. But anyway, I'm not going to keep bringing them up. Not. This is the Super Bowl that y'all wanted, so y'all got it. Drake Maye. He launched that joint. So that didn't even seem like he had an accurate read on whatever that play was supposed to be. He just got, I'm tired of this. My guy's out there. I'm going to just launch it. This is the Super Bowl. It's going to get to a certain point where in the back of Drake Maye's mind, he's going to say, man, I'm young. I'm going to get here again. Cam Newton thought the same thing. Aaron Rodgers thought the same thing. I'm pretty sure Joe Burrow thought the same thing. Don't let that get twisted. Rashid Shaheed with the punt return. Ooh, he making moves. Rashid Shaheed was playing for the Saints earlier. You think he ain't happy? Luke Maye's little brother. It's okay, brother. Stafford played against him 3 times. He had success. You? It's going to be more difficult for you, buddy. But that's where you kind of come off that paper. People keep talking about how good he was over there with that week schedule on paper. Matthew Stafford played tough teams like an MVP should have. Sir, what is Drake Maye's numbers looking like? 6 of 10, 48 yards, 3 sacks. Damn, that was so dry I had to cough. I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Because I thought if you were neck and neck with the MVP and he played against that team 3 times and he at least averaged 300 yards per game with 2 to 3 touchdowns, you would at least manage to muster up 70% of that production, which would put you around what? $150, at least 1 touchdown by now? Or at least by the end of the game. So you got one. No, they punted. Never mind. I don't know, man. That common opponent thing is a telltale sign. It really is. The Super Bowl is supposed to be the most exciting game of the year. But you had people saying the Super Bowl was the NFC Championship. Is it looking like that was factual information now? Because you had people who got offended by that in the AFC. Now you know if you can't even score against these guys, why? Why we said that? Okay. But they got to do things by default. By default, you're on one side, they're on another side. The better team is on the other side with that team. So the NFC Championship gets played. And now you got to have the underwhelming Super Bowl. And Bad Bunny at halftime. The NFL got to take this L. Anyway, Sam Darnold under center. Single back formation. Fakes the handoff. Cooper Kupp in the flat. Does not pass Oh, Cooper Cup was not in the flat. He was behind the formation. All right, cool. Cool. I'm still okay with saying that. Because at the end of the day, he's about to get another ring. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. At this point, it feels like if Seattle just scores, there's, there's, I don't see New England come back. I don't. Dry ass New England. Look at Kenneth Walker, first down and more. First down and more. Whoever if Seattle wins, give him Cardi B. Give her up. Yeah. Yeah. Let the Wolves get to her. The 12s. Give her up. Diggs. She for the streets anyway. Send her up the road to Seattle. Shit. That's what I say. Send her up there. But I mean, Sam Darnold isn't having that much of a better game than Drake May. 7 for 18, 74 yards. The only person that's really so if they ended this game at halftime, Kenneth Walker is a Super Bowl MVP. 13 carries, 93 yards, 7.2 yards per carry. How about that? How about that? Stephon Diggs doing all those press runs. Cardi B, we gonna take this 75. Oh, glad. He got one catch for 5 yards. Did they really even need you in this game? Didn't seem like it. I guess the difference between the quarterbacks is Drake May was sacked 3 times. Sam Darnold wasn't sacked at all. You got to get Sam Darnold off his spots, bro. You got to make him see. Guys, let's say see ghosts. You got to turn Sam Darnold into Pac-Man. Wow. He got to see them ghosts. Because if he don't see him, he just going. It's. And like I said, he's not having a great game. But if you can just step back and hand it to Kenneth Walker the whole game, and then field goals, and know that you're not going to do anything on the other side. No, man. Super game? Yes, the Super Bowl does deserve better. I agree with that. I don't know how that gets fixed because you got to have an AFC team and an NFC team. And the AFC just dropped the ball, man. They dropped the ball completely to the point where the NFC Championship was the actual Super Bowl. I don't know. A lot of people are drinking watching this game, and it's quiet in the house. You know what I mean? It ain't popping in there. It's not popping. The bars, everybody's talking. You know what I mean? Chatter. The game's on, but it ain't hitting on nothing. Sam Darnold in shotgun. Hands it off to Kenneth Walker, who is the Super Bowl MVP up until this moment. Gets gang tackled. Second down. When you got to rely on, so this is where the NFL stuff. I don't think they expected this game to be as dry as it is. Now you really got to rely on Bad Bunny. I don't think you wanted to be in this position. To have a bunch of drunk people saying, all right, now you got to entertain me. And they don't know what he's saying. So on the first hand, I'm watching this for no reason, and I hear the room just straight chatter, and everybody's drinking and eating, and nobody really cares about the game. And then you can't save me because I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, this whole Super Bowl was a miss. Refs, this is on you. You got upset at what Puka said about you, and you made sure you taught him a lesson and made sure that they didn't get in this game. And now look at what it looks like. 35 seconds left of the most very boring Super Bowl of all time. Second most. First most. Man, this is the product that they put out. You could have told me this was a preseason game. And I wouldn't have none the wiser. I'm sorry, NFL fans. What Super Bowl commercial is this? Dunkin' Donuts? They got the Rams on the Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, that look like all the back in the day people. Urkel and the bull from. Oh my God, this is like a '90s commercial. Carlton Banks. Oh, this is like I don't give a fuck about this. Anyway, so the Super Bowl commercials. Hey man, they cost too much money now. Tom Brady's in there though. They probably cost too much money too. These people say, man, look. And now they may have to give discounts out next year because they know what that Super Bowl gonna hit on. Because last year that shit really wasn't hitting on nothing like that. I don't know. Man, NFL. Y'all said not for long. You were right. Not for long. Because what y'all put out today was not it. At least up to halftime. Now, if we get through this third quarter and it looks like this, the NFL has to understand that something didn't play out the way they want. You didn't get the. You're supposed to get the best game. This is the finale. The finale. Could you imagine if you went to go see fireworks and the finale was like, bitch, get out of here. You're like, bro, I could have been one home. People, this feels like when it's about to snow and then people buy all that food for the snowstorm and then you go outside and it just rain and you done bought all that toilet paper. You done bought all that bread, all that milk, all them eggs. And the snow don't even, it be rain. That's what this is. That's what this type of Super Bowl feels like. Sam Darnold in the shotgun. Give us a touchdown. Drops back. Cooper Kupp. I love Cooper Kupp, but he's not going to just give somebody a move and get there. He's not yak yards after catch. But he will catch it. But I don't know if he really caught it on that third day. Anyway, I'm not going to keep bringing that up. But this right here. Second and 3. 23 seconds left. Where exactly are they on the field? You know they're going to look for something going towards the sideline. They don't have any timeouts. Unless they just want to say fuck it and be bold. Yeah, no, they're in field goal range. Even if it's a long field goal, they're taking a shot at the end zone, ladies and gentlemen, on 2nd and 3. No, they didn't. They still went out to Cooper Kupp. Now they got to get up to the line and spike it. For some reason, he thought getting the first down. Oh, he caught that. He caught it. Look at that. Tips. Huh. Nope. That was the most entertaining part of the entire Super Bowl. Cooper Kupp going. This. Man. I mean, the tip of the ball did hit the ground. But if you got possession of it, it's still, and then it's um under 2 minutes, so they have to review it to see if he actually had possession or not. You caught it, Cooper. Good for you. Look at this. Mike McDonald, Mike Ravel, Mike's and Mike's. This is what they wanted, though. Mike and Ike's. This is what they wanted, looking goofy. Incomplete pass. They had to get him back for the completion that they gave him last week against the Rams. Man, bro. I don't know. Anyway, 3rd and 3, 20 seconds left. Please leave this half with some level of excitement. God. New England calls a timeout. New England calls a timeout, huh? Okay. Versus the blitz, 4 for 11, 7 passing yards, 5 pressures. So basically, he's not doing well when you're blitzing. That's typical of Sam Darnold. We didn't have to see a stat to know that. We get that about Sam Darnold. I'm very interested to see the time of possession between the two quarterbacks. Because it seems like Sam Darnold has been on the field a lot more than Drake Maye. A lot of time, drops back. Oh, wow. Gonzalez is a very good defensive player. See, that's where it helps to have a lengthy defender. Look at that. That was amazing. He made a very good play. I don't think that works against Puka. But you know what? They about to field goal these folks right back to New England, bro. 11 seconds left till halftime. Look. I don't see nothing really happening the rest of this second quarter. When I do come back, I will have my thoughts about the halftime show with Benito, Bad Bunny, and into the fourth quarter, and seeing how this game hopefully ramps up, and turns out. So y'all enjoy y'all beer, y'all cognac, y'all wine, y'all vodka. Some of y'all drinking brandy, and that's disgusting. But y'all enjoy y'all drinks, y'all wings, y'all ribs, y'all nachos, boy. And I will return. Mr. ESPN will return. The Closer podcast will return. by the end of the game.